morning, and what I wanna open up to you is the vision of breakthrough, besides any other vision. So from here on going forward, our next step is going to be that we have a banner here with our vision, our mission, and our vision statement and our values. So that is our next step. We're starting here now all together. We're starting all together. And I think one of my main motivations here this morning is I don't want to be an autocratic leader. I want to be a leader who involves everybody. And I think it's easier to take ownership of something that you are part of. You also think so? Something that it was, I had an input in that. What you are seeing now is what it's my input. You know, even if some of you will leave the church, which will happen, we cannot predict that. But people have left churches. But even if you are no more, maybe you died for some reason. You got sick, you died, or whatever, you leave the country, you leave Cape Town, you go to another province. At least when you see breakthrough and flourishing, you can see and say, I was part of the drafting of the vision of breakthrough. I had an input in that. And the emphasis I have put on, I wanted you to bring your young men and your young children here this morning. So I was watching a TikTok video this morning, and my mind somehow went. And I thought about that TikTok video. I thought, hey, die kerk gaan so kan is, gaan die kerk mos lekker is, man. Is so 'n nuwe song wat hulle sê it's a December song. Ons almal TikTok kyk het seker hy song gehoor. Hy wat sê mense kan se naam? Hy gaan sommer sê sommer so lekker, 'n vibe. Hy gaan sommer so lekker vibe. Ek dink nee. I sommer think of that. You know, because and I know I touch here and there, which I'm going to go to the vision now. You know, sometimes what we as elderly people see is not what you as young people see. And that is the disconnect that we have in the church. That the church is so old structured that there's no place for the young people. And sometimes the church is so young, there's no place for old people. I think there must be, and that's why it's so important that the church, all the structures of the church must be operational. You must have your children ministry, your youth ministry, your young adult ministry, and your ladies ministry, your men's ministry. So everybody knows that there is a place for me. One of the things that was discussed in our last conference was one of the pastors said that they are in that facility now, don't know, couple of years, can't remember. I think he said 2 to 4 years. I'm not sure anymore. I think 2 years. But he said from the get-go, he set a space aside for a feeding mom. You think it's a great idea? Yes. So there's a space, small space with a chair that is enclosed for a feeding mom. Meaning people who has babies, they can go there and feed their children. Don't you think it's an innovative idea? Yeah. There's nobody pregnant in the church. You say there's nobody. But just in case somebody comes. Yeah. I think I think that's a great vision. He envisioned that and it's 2 years down the line. Nobody has pitched here. But he says it's still there. Now, and like I said, I will touch here and there. One of the things that I envision for breakthrough, especially here, besides the fact that the vision is that we should expand and grow, which is God's plan. Remember when the gospel was preached, 3,000 people come to the Lord at once. That is when the gospel is preached. When we preach the gospel, somebody will come to the Lord. Somebody will respond. My vision is we use that space from the door there, we cordon that space off and make it so that our children can play there. And we put some glass here or something that we can see them while they are there and they can have service there without us hearing them, but seeing them, or just see their heads or something like that. That's what I envision. Instead of having chairs there that are not filled, that is not doing anything. That is what I envision. My vision is that God will raise somebody amongst us who has the desire. Number one, who has the desire for Sunday school. And then we can send that somebody for training. See, it's easy to elect somebody. It's very easy. But somebody who does something out of the heart, I think that person does better than the one who's been elected by the pastor. Because sometimes people can give you something that you don't have a clue over. Sometimes people can put you in a position that you don't know, and they don't give you training for most of the time. But I've also discovered that most people, if you put in a position, they just stuck there. They don't come to you with what they need. I fall short here, I fall short there. So you can get programs going so to equip them so they can